Hey, what's up? I'm Clemits. Yeah, I'm an underground rapper, producer from Austin, Texas.
Word. Okay. So give a little brief history, you know what I'm saying? Let people know how you got here. You know you from Midland, from West Texas. So how'd you end up in Austin, Texas?
I got my start doing graffiti, and I had a crew called MSG, and as time went on, we just got more and more into making music, and then music became my passion, and out of that I have toured the world and toured the country, and you know, now I'm here to try to make my mark in the industry and to, you know, make myself from just a practicing musician to a professional.
Word. So are you still with MSG?
Yeah, MSG will always be our crew, but as a musical entity, no, we aren't functioning as music. We have several albums that are out, including 2009 MSG The Giants, but no, now I'm just focusing on my solo career as Clemits, and you know, I've got a new album out that will be out December 15th, 2015, called Crush, and it'll be available via iTunes and via Clemits.com, my website, and probably Spotify and all those places.
Okay. Word. So the new album, Crush. Tell us about it.
Well, Crush is the first album that I'm making where I'm using all different types of producers that are really high caliber producers, and I'm trying to make my album into a really focused, super good rap album with fierce lyrics, hard beats, good concepts, good songwriting, but with really like focus on the lyrics and a focus on writing like hard 4 bars with double rhymes and with, you know, just deeper flows and harder rhyme patterns.
Okay. So, you know, people that may have been following you for years and kind of know, you know, what they expect from Clemits, is this gonna be one of those projects, or is this gonna be one of their projects where they have to sit down and kind of accept where you at now?
Well, I mean, I'm not rapping over dubstep, and you know, I'm not rapping over trap beats, but I did update what I do, and no, it's not a laid back kind of West Coast wavy sounding beat. It's a lot harder, it's a lot head knocker, you know, it's a real head nodding, head knocking like type of album with harder beats and a faster pace to it. That's, you know, something that I would really want to perform live. I had that in mind, some of the songs whenever I was making them, and I also had the goal to make the songs as good as the best song on some of my other albums. Some of my other albums, I had one producer, they were less focused, and they would have like a moment or two that were really good on them. And now I'm trying to make that moment every moment. And I'm trying to give you less departure points. So when you're listening to my album, you will hear it and there's not a part where you cringe or you're like, nah, I want to do something else, or I don't want to hear this part. I tried to make it very engaging and, you know, solid the whole way through, like listenable the whole way through. Yeah.
Word. All right, so you got different producers on the album, and you know, that kind of seems to be the flavor. But did, like on your past projects, did you just have like one producer or just a core producer?
Yeah, on my last project I had Josiah Pinella as the producer, and the album before, a good friend of mine, Time. This time I was able to find people that are more, that's what they do all day, that are just like dedicated beat makers. Like I've got Ruler Y, I've got DJ Remode, who's from Long Beach and now from Texas, and then I have Andrew Eckerson from the Minnesota area, and who am I leaving out here? Charlie G, how can I forget? My main man Charlie G, who's worked with like C-Rays Walls, Pace One, a lot of East Coast artists like Self-Titled, and yeah, I met those guys through Warped Tour and we became close friends, and now yeah, we're working on something that's a lot harder sounding music.
Okay. So do you have a continuous sound or a flavor throughout it? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, when you get multiple producers, you kind of get an album that kind of seems like almost just a bunch of singles. Are you trying to make it, you know, more of an acceptable thing, like single, or are you using all of these producers to kind of tell a continuity story through an album?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like a theme sort of to the album, like maybe of me, like going from being this nicer character to going to being more of a villain, and the character kind of experiencing this like tragedy and then overcoming this tragedy and having a new sense of like, I'm just gonna go up and take it, or I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to get where I want to be.
Yeah.
But no, as far as the beats, I just, like I said, I was just trying to make the best possible song each song. I didn't care if the song necessarily fit with the song before it or after it, and I didn't make them in any certain order. I was just literally going to try to make every song a single. Every song is listenable and as playable as my best music that I've ever made. Okay. So that was my goal, and then after the fact, I put them in order, and then after the fact, the industry guys pick the songs that they like, and yeah. That's
so how many tracks do you have on?
13 songs, 2 produced by me that are interludes, and yeah, I think that it's, from the feedback that I've been getting from the close people around me and even people that are working for me now, they're saying that yeah, it's definitely my most listenable, my most cohesive, and my best project to date. And I feel like I'm taking the practice that I've done in the past and really like focusing on releasing a new version of myself, like a better 2.0 version.
That's true. Yeah, you definitely want to, have that progress. I mean, with you traveling and stuff, would you say like the different tours that you did with the Warped Tour and stuff you did with Dub, how's that really, added to your hustle and your, your sound and kind of your focus, going other places, seeing what other people are doing?
Yeah, to get to play a good show in Manhattan at the end of the week there, across from Thompson Square Park, and then to have all these guys telling you that, that you did well, or that, your music's great, and that you're invited back, and that, they may have some opportunities for you to make some money with them, playing shows and that type of thing. Yeah, it's hard to deny that you don't catch some energy off of that coming home. And yeah, in music now, I mean, there's no highs and no lows. If you play a bad show or if you play a great show, it's not like super self-congratulating or super, self-deprecating. But yeah, this summer we went to Philadelphia, we went to Brooklyn, we went to Manhattan, we went to Denver, and all of those shows are incredible. And all the people there seem very receptive, and shout out to my very good friend and partner and, co-worker, Dub Six. You can check out his music, and he's a big part of getting my live performance just up to a whole new standard. Like his live show versus what I was doing were so different, and I was getting so much advice from people to kind of step things up, and even from him that I think my live show has gotten way better, and doing the Warped Tour is like a boot camp for that. So I mean, I feel
and it's
like
good that you could actually take that in and use it. You know what I'm saying? Most people will be like, fuck that, this is what I do, X, Y, Z, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that was my first reaction. Yeah, of course. Yeah, my first reaction was to say, well, you don't know what I do, and what I do is different than the next guy. Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm also the kind of person that later on will think about that and process it, and possibly just still disregard the, advice, but possibly if it's especially coming from someone I love and care about, and they care about me, then I'll take it to heart, and I'll make changes. And that's a lot of what this album is. A lot of this album is adjustments to try to better myself, to do the best possible moment that I had and extenuate that moment for 13 songs on a continuous album, instead of just being like, oh yeah, song number 7 and 3 are amazing. It's like, no, every song is great, and there are no departure points for you to get out of it and be like, nah, it's taking me out what he said there.
Yeah. So what's the plan to promote this? What's the how are you gonna push this? Do you have a plan in place?
Well, we're going to release several singles. The first song is Strange, and it's produced by Time, my longtime friend, and a guy that I actually helped teach how to make beats, and he spent a lot of time with me in my early recordings, helping me just make decisions with records and all types of things. And it's featuring Ariano, who's a singer from California, who's worked with the Visionaries and worked with just every West Coast group. He's from a group called Technicali, and he's actually even worked with Nate Dogg, rest in peace, and Snoop Dogg, and a lot of people. He's from Long Beach, California. So that'll be the first song and the first single. Then the second song and single will be I Love Green, and that is produced by Charlie G, who we mentioned before, has worked with a lot of East Coast artists. and yeah, that'll be the first 2 songs. The album comes out December 15th, and the pre-orders begin November 17th, 2015 via iTunes and Clemits.com. And you know, yeah, I mean, it'll be available everywhere music's sold, everywhere it can be heard, and we're gonna get it out there to the world as much as possible. So by sharing it with your friends, by giving me a retweet, by giving me a follow, by giving me a share, it all builds up and pitches into a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's very real.
Yeah, I love my fans. I've had a lot of support so far, and I just want to build on that support and get to new people and younger people, and you know, get my music to the point where, like, say a Logic is, or say like a Mac Miller is. You know, that's my aim, is to try to be the best that I can be, and to raise my craft to the highest level that I can raise it.
Okay, so where can people find you online? Your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever, social media?
You can find me anytime at Clemits on Twitter, at Clemits on IG, at Clemits just is, you know, basically what it is. You can go to Clemits.com.
Clemits,
Clemits.com, and they'll have all the updates there. And then my Facebook's The Real Clemits, and yeah, you know, SoundCloud, all those places. And then yeah, my video right now is featured on thefix.com, my new song, I'm Back. It's produced by DJ Remode. It's also featured on undergroundhiphop.com blog, or undergroundhiphopblog.com, I should say. And yeah, we're just loving all the support that we can get with this first single. And yeah, on November 7th, the video for Strange will drop. We've recorded 2 videos so far, and we have 2 more in the plans. And yeah, I've got a great team.
Is your YouTube channel? Is that just Clemits?
No, my YouTube channel, I believe, is MSG Studio.
Okay.
It's like / that, but like from my website, you'll be able to find all of my music and music videos, or even just, like, I hate to say it, but just doing a basic computer search on whatever you know, search engine you prefer, I think will result in bringing out my music.
Okay. All right, well, that's what it is, man. The boy Clemits, Quitetrill. Peace.